What happens is there's a stripper stripping on a pole. She falls and hits her head.
Yeah.
And then pees on herself.
Did you forget to pay the bill?
How many times do you have to do that?
This is
There's a storm of bread.
thought it was just my stomach.
Tuck
Usually
in.
it is. We're Wages of Sin. I'm Dan Beck.
Eric Miller.
Stephen Gillum.
And tonight, we are reviewing.
Voices from the Grave.
Did you figure out the power issue?
I
Yeah.
think it was Voices.
Power's back on, so we're good.
I was
didn't pay the
terrified.
bill.
All right.
Voices from the Grave is the dead have stories to tell, a horror fan seeking the obscure.
Read it again.
The dead have stories to tell, a horror fan who is seeking the obscure.
A cursed book. A curious reader. His life is about to become a nightmare. Three tales of the supernatural.
So, this is an anthology.
It is.
It's bookend by there's a guy that goes to the library. He's looking for a book.
And the bookstore owner is, fact check,
Little Gil.
Lil Gil. Who is this?
Scarlet Fry plays the librarian. Wages of Sin got a text from Scarlet Fry in all caps, and it said, "When are you going to have that review up?" It was followed by 8 consecutive messages asking us the same question. So here it is.
That's right.
All right.
Scarlet Fry. We've reviewed Scream Machine for him. He directed and writer Scream Machine. So he's a librarian. Guy comes in, is looking for a book. Happens upon this book. He's reading. It's like a bunch of scary stories. The ones that we visualize in the movie are the ones that he reads while he's in the library. Decides to check it out.
Yes.
Of course, the first thing he turns to in the book is a picture.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I open a book. Like, what's up? Oh, here we go.
What's this? Yeah, that's a great picture. Want to check this out?
So, the first story is called I can't even talk. Shut up, both of you. All Hallows Eve.
Yes.
And it is about,
The night before Halloween.
is it the night before or the
Oh,
night
it's
of?
It's
Halloween night.
Halloween.
They're at a party, costume party.
And there is 2 brothers. One of them is a little bit inebriated and
Intoxicated.
boorish.
Boorish.
Yes, so he wants to leave and he wants his brother to drive him home, but the brother says, "Nay."
I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Drive yourself.
You just drive yourself home.
And so,
The girlfriend's like, "Oh, come on."
Just drive him home.
It's like, no.
so he on the road home. There is an incident involving a water balloon
Yes.
and some
Hooligans.
what?
Masked hooligans. Out doing Hallows Eve pranks.
And so one
More
thing
tricks
leads
than treats. in
to
this
another,
instance.
and there is a accident. And fast forward, 4 years was it?
Some odd years.
I think it's 4.
Might be.
I liked the movie.
Yeah.
He seemed to age a good 4 years.
He's still upset, very traumatized with that, and so he
He
We know
doesn't like
this.
Halloween.
is now
Imagine that.
warded off Halloween because it reminds him of his brother's demise.
His girlfriend still likes it.
Yeah.
Even drags him into a Halloween store.
Yeah, but he
And an understanding of his why he would not enjoy the holiday.
part of the Chekhov's gun is whilst visiting the grave, he makes if we could only switch places,
Exactly.
which you don't ever say in a graveyard, by
Yeah.
the way. And so
Cautionary tale.
now it is the Halloween night,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff starts to happen,
Mm-hmm.
such as
Is a power outage.
What?
Much like we experienced.
Get outta
And
here.
that's the scary thing.
He's watching TV. I think he's eating some candy.
Who doesn't?
The brother, the
Yeah.
morning brother.
I was being
Yeah,
joking.
yeah. Who doesn't eat?
He doesn't do trick or treat.
Oh, no,
He
no.
doesn't feed
Yeah.
candy to people.
Yeah.
But he,
He was
I don't
flipping
feed
channels.
candy to people either.
I do.
He-
On Wednesday
It's
nights.
kind of weird.
He was watching a copyright-free version of Night of the Living Dead,
Yeah.
which no one. It's one of those movies that fell through the loophole and isn't trademarked or copyrighted.
That's their own problem.
So it's in this movie. You can, if you want to see a clip of it, you can watch this movie.
So stuff starts happening. He starts seeing stuff, and it turns out that returning from the afterlife is the, I guess, ghost of his
Broseph.
late brother. What?
He's Broseph.
His Broseph. And then what happens?
Craziness ensues.
I guess we can't tell.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Spoiler
we
free.
don't wanna spoil
Find
it.
out. Watch it. See what happens to bro versus bro.
So then it goes back to the wraparound story.
Guy reading the book is like,
Oh, he's terrified. Oh, let me turn the page and read the next
I hope
story.
the rest are as good as this.
And the next one would be called,
That one is Invitation.
and what's that about?
Well, there is a party going on. Someone receives an invitation to go to this place.
Yeah.
They're, if I remember it correctly, they're at some sort of convention or something like that. There's like something going on.
He's not from there. He's like an
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
towner.
yeah. It's they're in town for something, and then they get this invitation to go to this party.
He
So-
actually found it in his car. He was leaving
yeah,
the
yeah.
bar and opens his door, and there's an
Yeah.
invitation, just boom.
He was talking with his buddy.
Yeah,
I don't know if he has a lot of friends. That I felt like he didn't. Like
Right,
that was the
right,
one
right.
friend he did have, and
so he decides, yeah, I'm going to check this party out.
Yes.
Goes to the party. People are dressed kind of weird.
It's an, I will say
It's-
that when we watched this, I thought that maybe it was, like, it looked like to me like people from different, almost time periods were.
Mhm.
wasn't a Halloween party
No.
in
because
their
you would expect
dress.
people to be dressed.
Yeah.
This was like a just regular.
Yes, but
Yeah,
the
weekend
people were
party.
dressed as very, very, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Different time
Distinctly?
periods.
Yes, distinctly, thank you. So I thought there was some kind of weird, like time warp ghosty thing happening. But it turns out that, well, I guess we can't say, can we?
Yeah. Well,
was-
it goes to a weird
a
party.
mystery.
Weird things happen.
He was invited there for
A reason.
maybe it wasn't just a random
Yeah.
happenstance.
Yeah.
But it sucked to be him.
It did. It did.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Find out.
Yeah.
Find out.
Find
and
out for
watch it.
yourself. See if you'd want to get an invitation to this
Party. So it cuts back,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
scared, terrified. He's,
no pages.
he's very impressed, flips a few pages.
Mhm.
Next story is number 3,
It's the third.
Mm-hmm.
and it is named,
It's called Repossessed.
thank you,
Reposed, everyone. Reposed.
Repossessed,
Repossessed.
which is
If you had to say you've seen a similar movie to this
a
one,
possessed car.
A possessed car.
That
I don't
murders
think
people?
I've ever seen that. I think there's a movie called The Car from maybe the 70s.
The car is,
Italian movie.
well, car
maybe?
is
I
from
don't know.
Knight Rider.
That's
That
Kid.
was it. That will.
he was not possessed.
He was.
Or maybe he was.
Programmed.
So yeah, this guy finds this really cheap, nice car.
Mm-hmm.
He buys it, and it turns out that there is a history with the car.
Mhm.
The car's late owner's brother, was it? A little bit of a cultish going on.
Yeah, we can say that.
Says some mammer jammer, and next thing you know, the car begins doing nefarious things.
Taking its own trips,
Alakazam.
out doing its own thing.
Like that.
Stuff's happening. This guy's like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But the end result, again, spoiler free,
Well, and some of his friends die. Things are happening, some bad things, and maybe this car had a mission of some sort.
Yeah,
It did.
did
Maybe it
appear
wasn't
so.
the tale
you'll
of
have
the
to
guy.
watch the movie to find out.
Exactly.
So then you come back to the wraparound, and the
Wraparound.
guy's happy with his book
He
and
is. He
says,
checks
I'm going to
out
go,
my library.
yeah, I'm going to borrow this book / buy it.
Yeah.
He leaves, and then he gets in the car, and then you get the what's it called?
He gets in the car and
Kicker.
The kicker?
Maybe everything's kind of
The
tied up.
twist. And you say, what? And then you just kind of say, just like that and that. All right.
What do we think?
Poop scale, Dan Beck.
okay. So
How's
poop
it work?
scale? 5. You really loved it.
5 poops, you like it.
1. You hated it.
1 poop, didn't care for it.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 poops. I like this. It was a nice anthology. They did pretty well with the stories. You know, one of the stories was written by someone with some credentials.
With a story by horror legend Gary Brandner.
So, I mean, but I enjoyed watching it. That's the main thing. I did enjoy watching it, and the production value was, it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Low budget.
yeah,
That's good.
I give it 3 poops as well. Because I like the anthology. To me, it really works if the micro stories within are not too long and drawn out.
Mm-hmm.
It happens, boom, you're done, next one.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. It kept me involved in it. So yes, 3 poops for me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give it 4 poops. Yeah.
nice.
One more poop than you guys. there again, it's because they're short stories, they keep my attention. And if I'm not caring so much about one, I've got one coming right after that.
Mm-hmm.
But all 3 of these I actually enjoyed, and I would add,
And I like the very end, the
Yeah.
twist.
Yeah, I liked the wraparound. I liked,
Got me.
yeah, it was all interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
It, some pretty cool effects.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's safe to say that we like anthology.
Yeah. Yes, that's safe. That's safe to say.
So that's it for tonight.
Yeah. So join us next time. We're gonna put some links all around. Links.
Somewhere.
Check them out and check us out.
Yeah. And
Facebook.
hopefully we'll be able to watch more movies and the power won't go out.
Twitter,
Twitter,
Instagram,
YouTube.
Instagram,
Instagram.
Facebook.